Alright, picture's not looking too bad. How you all doing out there in YouTube land? You know, this YouTube is like one of the greatest things to happen, you know? Be able to broadcast anything you want, basically, except, you know, with nudity and pornography and stuff like that, you know. But, you know, any thoughts you may have, any talents you may have, stuff like that, worldwide, okay? It's pretty cool. It's extremely cool. By the way, this is Smoke Slow for you coming at you. So, I wanted to talk to you about John F. Kennedy. Does anybody remember him out there? Or does anybody realize what he did for the world? The mere fact that we're here right now doing what we do, okay, is because of John F. Kennedy, okay? He made the right moves back in 1963, 62, actually, 62 with the Russians. Okay, they were sending long-range nuclear missiles over to Cuba. Okay, and the U.S. actually sent the spy planes over there. What would that be? The SR-70 or whatever. And took photos all over Cuba and had Cuba dead to rights, man. That showed them so sharp with the pictures of the missiles being, lined up. The whole situation, man. Basically, launch pads being built. The works only 90 miles off the coast of Florida. Okay, just 90 miles from Florida. So, I mean, they could basically take out with what the Russians were sending them on ships, okay, disguised as, just normal cargo with great big tarps over them, okay. That's what the Russians were doing. The gigantic tarps over these missiles and other items that the Cubans needed to take us out. And, in a partnership, Cuba and Russia. And, parking them, as they said, right off, basically off the coast of Florida there, just 90 miles away from there. So John F. Kennedy, the man that he is, the main man, I happen to have a tattoo of him on my arm. That's pretty sweet, ain't it? It's like that. I'm going to have it touched up a little bit more. I got to go in a couple days. I have another tattoo done. And, yeah, that's what I think of the man, okay? I mean, he really saved the world, okay? At least the United States, without a doubt. We would not be here if it wasn't for John F. Kennedy, okay? I'm going to play you a soundbite here. And here's the spooky thing. I made a video about 2 months ago, or at least 2 months ago, about John F. Kennedy, and right after I did that, I had spooky things going on in the house and with my camera. I couldn't get my camera to run right for nobody, okay? The thing was just all messed up. Now I've got to do all kinds of tricks when I'm booting up my computer. When I normally leave my notebook on. I have 2 notebook computers. Anyway, when I'm booting it up, I've got to unplug the camera until everything else loads up, and then I can plug the camera in, and then it works that way. You won't believe all the different combinations I've had to go through and unload the software, basically uninstall the camera software, reinstall it from the site, and just hunting down the site where I can get the free firmware, as it's called, would be like the basic install disk. But finally getting that to work. Also, I have 70 more, well, I've got more than that now. I've got 76 sound bites on this camera right here. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. but trust me, to 76. This thing would, by itself, there's no way. You've got to press a button on here to get it to work. You got to press this button right here. Okay, but it would automatically go to soundbite number 4 when it had 71 sound bites on it, you know, little like notes I would make to myself. This had a soundbite of, let me explain this quick here. It was L.B.J, who was J.F.K's vice president, that no good son of a bitch. I'll tell you right now. It was L.B.J's girlfriend who was at a party at an old mansion, okay, where L.B.J showed up. Everybody was waiting. You know, big deals were there, you know, like J. Edgar Hoover, the guy who liked to dress up like a lady. Unbelievable. Looking at this guy and to imagine him all with makeup and a dress is just stunning. Okay, Richard Nixon was there before he was, way before he was even a president. He was still, I think, a senator. A lot of other big wigs were there, okay. Kennedy, of course, was not there. All right, none of the Kennedys or anything, but basically this party, you know, was kind of a ruse for a big meeting they had in a back room. And they didn't have the meeting until L.B.J showed up. Then they all went right to this room and had a meeting. Okay. Now this is L.B.J. No, let me get that wrong. This is L.B.J's whore mistress. And let me go to. Okay. Let me go back to soundbite 4 out of 76 soundbites. Now, like I say, with this tape recorder, this thing would automatically, like during the night while I was asleep, going to sleep, would automatically come on by itself. And hold on there a second.